誰が
みんな。
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for attending today's Sunday service. Today, I'd like to talk about the Goshinmai, and right after that, we go to White Park Church to attend the grand service. Now we begin the service. Pray for the ending of the novel coronavirus pandemic. 生き神金光大臣様、天地金の神様。生き神金光大臣様、天地金の神様。We offer our hearts of appreciation for love and virtue as we are allowed to live in this very moment. Currently, a pandemic is rapidly spreading through the world. The novel coronavirus pandemic is causing much concern and raising anxiety among people and nations. That we offer our hearts and prayers to you for this pandemic to end as soon as possible. Sadly, there are those who have lost their lives because of this virus, and we put our hands together to pray for their spiritual peace and happiness. We also pray for those who are infected with the virus to quickly recover and heal completely, in order that may continue to contribute to society and the world. We pray for political, economical, and educational reform. All the anxiety, distress, and blame we may have in covering dissipate in the blessed return of the social order. For those suffering in the midst pandemic, please allow their hope, faith, and love will be restored. That no more than ever, we commit to renew our hearts of appreciation, having hearts of becoming, praying for and guiding others. May we all be awakened to truth that a faith that helps others helps ourselves. Please Jesus help in His lover endeavor to inspire me in the peace this world. It is our sincere prayer the people of the world are your children, with not only peace of mind, but also live happily, safely, and in good health. 生き神金光大臣様、天地金の神様。Mediation prayer, prayer to page 2. Let us see to the sacred mediation of Ikiyami Konko Daiji, sincerely and full-heartedly, each and every day. May we receive the mediation anew with all our hearts and souls on this day, this very moment. Ikiyami Konko Daiji Sama. 生き神金光大臣様、生き神金光大臣様、生き神金光大臣様。 Purification prayer. Through the way of mediation, may our sincere apologies be acceptable to you, our divine parent. We acknowledge our mistakes and misunderstandings, arrogance and ignorance of your divine favor. We apologize for our shortcomings and irreverences from past generations. Guide us to amend the way of living to reflect your divine will with a pure, joyful, and loving heart, always along with you. Kami prayer. Reverently we pray. The breeze of heaven, the resins of earth, time flows with the seas, ere the past with the end. In heaven and earth, the life that nurtures all. In heaven and earth, the truth that orders all. For these wondrous forms, for these wondrous works, let us praise Kenchi Kane no Kami. Let us praise the divine parent of the universe. Kami loves and cares for all humanity, also who live between heaven and earth, to revere Kami of the divine parent, to live in Kami's infinite blessings. This is the way, yet many, not knowing the way, are lost in greed and selfishness. They suffer the sight of misfortune, which is Kami's road. Our founding father, Konko Daijin, suffered many trials in this world, but help us with faith and sincerity, and receive the Kami's great blessing, and began a life of mutual fulfillment of Kami and humanity. Humbly we pray, the divine parent's great wish was fulfilled. Konko Daijin accepted the call to mediation, that leads to the mutual benefit of Kami and humanity. By day he taught the way of faith to all who sought him, expounding blessings of heaven and earth, and he knew not the Kami of night. By night he prayed for those who grieved, seeking the salvation for all who suffered, and he knew not the dawn of day. Though ere the path in the world changed, it did not waver from his task, the divine path of mediation. That was given the sacred Tenchi Kakitsuke, the guiding tree for daily life. The divine favor was thus renewed, and blessing flowed universally, establishing the way of eternal prosperity, the way of mediation of Ikiyami Konko Daijin. By this wondrous revelation, we're given knowledge of the way through all the hardships of this world, through pain of body and soul. The way of mediation teaches us to turn our hearts to Kami, with a regard for day or night, whether we are near or far. The way of mediation teaches us to pray with total trust. For living, however divine favor, we offer our sincere apologies and pledge to mend our ways. Let us live our faith every day, seeking the rejoicing of divine favor. Let us care for those in pain and invite them to the way. Let us guide those who are lost and awaken them to a life of purpose. Kami is fulfilling us. We are fulfilled in Kami. May this way mutual fulfillment be manifested in this world. May Kami the wish for true peace and the well-being of all people be fulfilled. So we humbly pray. So we earnestly pray. Recitation of Tenchi Kakitsuke, page 6. Ikigami Konko Daijin, Tenchi Kane no Kami Isshin ni Rigae, Okage wa waga kokoro ni ari, Kongetsu konnichi de tanomei. Pray sincerely with all your heart, be one with Kami. Kami's blessings begin with thee, hearts grateful and caring, in harmony and joy. Look to Kami always, now and forever, on this very day. Pray. Konko Kyo Declaration, Private Supplement, page 3. As humans, we are all allowed to live by the great universe. We accept and respect all lives as being precious and pledge to manifest an ideal world where Kami and people, people and people, and people and all things live together on interdependent ayuka-care relationship. The movement for the mutual fulfillment of Kami and me. I will seek to receive mediation. I will realize the blessings of Kami. I will live a joyful life of appreciation. I'll be one with Kami. I pray for help and guide others to actualize the way of Kami and people. Adoration Prayer, prayer to page 7. We lift our eyes in awe to our heaven soaring above. We lift our eyes in awe to our heaven soaring above. We bow our heads in prayer for earth rich and deep, living amid the sad gifts of Kami's great giving. How happy and grateful we are. The mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin does not stop for a single day. The protection of the Divine Parent embraces all far and wide. The blessings of Kami flow without limit through all generations. The ways of Kami mysterious and wondrous beyond our understanding. Day by day, every day, earnestly and reverently, we pray the virtues of Kami from the power of Kami. In praise of Konko Daijin, page 8. Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, Ikigami Konko Daijin Sama, reverently we invoke your name. You are fond practice a true and indulgent faith. You devoted yourself to Kami and were given blessings divine. Then the world opened before you, revealing the truth that Kami needs us as we need Kami. You accepted Kami's ways to give life to mediation. That's the way mediation of Ikigami Konko Daijin was formed. Countless numbers are saved, the people, the burden were lifted, and the Kami too was fulfilled. The divine will was thus revealed. Kami thanked and prayed to you, Konko Daijin. Here the path in the world changed. Perception came one after another, but you steadfast faith and followed Kami with a question. Finally, you are revealed. The name of Tenchi Kane no Kami. And Tenchi Kane no Kami said, I send Ikigami Konko Daijin to bestow divine blessings and teach those who pray. The Kami need humanity, as humanity needs Kami. With this great truth, Kami will flourish and prosperity be assured from generation to generation. You are fond served in mediation day and night, urging those who sought you, practice faith, receive blessings, and become one with Kami. You devote yourself fulfilling Kami's wish that everyone be saved and become one Kami. Kami praise you, Konko Daijin, for saving Kami and humanity. You completed 100 days devotion and left this physical world. On the day Kami will be Konko Daijin Day. Humbly we give thanks to you for the remediation that we handed down from generation to generation. To disciples and theirs in turn, the way has spread far and wide, for giving one this blessing and the few endless divine favor. We reflect on life of love and reverently praise your great virtue. Mitama prayer, preface to page 12. Spirits of those who have gone before us, you were given the gift of life and this diverse and endless universe. You discharge your duty faithfully, each according to span of years. You will be remembered eternally, lively taught from generation to generation. As the foundation of society and roots of our families, through the mysterious workings of Kami, you enter the Konko faith. You walk the way of Konko Daijin, respecting the will of the Divine Parent. You must merit to your faith, to take into the world beyond, and leave to your descendants our gracious, boundless, loving favors. Revere you are the ancestral streets of our homes, on divine streets. We beseech you, stand by us, each and every one. Receive the favor of Kami, and help us to fulfill tasks as a people without failing. Protect us, guide us, and reach us, that we may never lose the way of faith, that we hand it unto all generations, that we may live in peace and prosperity within our homes. Protect us, guide us, and reach us. Ancestral Prayer, page 14. Dear Mitama spirits, everlasting integral part of the Divine Parent of the universe, we pray that the Mitama of our ancestral family, as well as the Mitama of all people, are eternal peace and happiness. To you who have gone before us, we give thanks wholeheartedly for paving the way through hardship and self-sacrifice, in order that we who are here today can receive all the benefits of our endeavors. To you, ancestral spirits, we gratefully acknowledge the protection and guidance which have based upon us. We pray that you continue to protect and guide us through our daily lives. We pray to realize and develop your divine virtue each and every day. Prayer to the lay Reverends Masayuki and Kikue Kodama. Prayer supplement, page 14. Dear Reverends Masayuki and Kikue Kodama, as the founding ministers of the Konko Mission of Honolulu, we pray and honor the two of you for a lifetime of loving, helping, and renewing life. You touched the lives of thousands of people and did incredible tasks in nurturing believers become ministers, who in turn spread this faith and glory of Tenchi Kane no Kami at the Hawaii Islands. We thank you for endless prayers and Toritsugi mediation. We thank you for continuing to serve here in prayer and as mediators. We thank you for constantly watching over and guiding us. We thank you for love and commitment to all of us. Yes, please receive our prayer and heart condition every day. We ask that you continue to pray for all of us and receive our hearts in times of joy and sadness, triumph and defeat, anger and frustration. Yes, please continue to guide and embrace not only families, but also minister the believers for the Honolulu, Hanapepe, Hilo, Wahiava, Wailuku, and Waipaku missions. Please assist us when we call upon Mitama Spirit for help and guidance. Please continue to support and inspire the Funal, protect and serve the church that you have established. Allow virtue to fill these halls, the glory of the Tenchi Kami no Kami can once again be recognized, shine brightly. With much love, joy, and sincerity, we thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you very much for attending today's Sunday service in person and online. Thank you very much. So let's say good morning, smile, wave each other. Thank you. How are you? Good. Today, I go to Waipahu Church to attend their autumn grand service. So I will talk about kind of short story about the Goshinmai. You may know about Goshinmai. This is Goshinmai, the sacred rice. This Honolulu church one. Now the inside, this is Goshinmai, the paper and the sacred rice in here. About usually 12 grains, because I heard that long time ago, one family, about 6 people in one family, so at least 2 each. It's about 12, but there's no accurate numbers. This is the Hilo Church one. Very interesting, the red color. This is Wailuku. Well, the address here. This is Wahiawa. Wahia here. And this is Waipahu one. But inside, it's all same. All same. The Honolulu one pretty simple. That's Goshinmai. This is called Goshinmai and sacred rice. And this is the Konko Mission Honolulu in Japanese. Many has tenchi inside. So all different. Each church have a different wrapping paper. So interesting to go to church. Many members collect, and it's kind of joy to collect the different kinds of Goshinmai wrapping paper. I mean the envelope. But inside Honolulu Church, Waipahu, Wahiawa, Wailuku is all same. We received from our parent church, Konko Church of Magi, so kind of imparted. The church members, there's many farmers, they also like the rice, and they selected the good rice. And the Shigose trainee, ministers of trainee, choose one by one. They don't want like a cracked one or, not good shape, so choose. Most of them is good, but choose one by one. Use the fingers, this for good, this not good, this good. And they sprinkle the sake that was omiki and dry, and sprinkle the omiki again and dry many times. Usually they like to do this sprinkle and dry process in winter, the cold time, because it's hot, the crop, the rice is crop. And also the white paper is a good Japanese paper and fold like this shape. This shape. This is pretty hard. You have to get technique. I could fold this maybe 100-ish in 1 hour. But like Yoshino says, everybody Yoshino, who has skill, like 1,000 in 1 hour. They really machine, like so quick, accurate. So he or those people do use their time to fold this one in Amagi church. So that's why there's a many Amagi church has many branches, and most of the church receive Goshinmai from Amagi church. So they make a lot of this Goshinmai. So whenever you receive Goshinmai, I pray, but also the Amagi church sensei pray, and people, the sensei making Goshinmai pray. I believe this is the symbol of Kami-sama's blessing, but also prayer. We can feel prayer. That's why we need to treat this with respect. We cannot disrespect this. We just put on the ground just nicely. You don't want to fold like this. And there's a cup, what you call the case, Goshinmai. This I don't have any more. This one, Kodama Sensei I think purchased many for members, but right now I have some this version. This also Kodama Sensei I think purchased for members. And this is a kind of unique version. Only you can put the inside of rice, Goshinmai, fit nicely. The Goshinmai is symbol of blessing the prayer, and when you can eat as is, 1 grind each, slowly. You don't rush to eat. The fifth Konko-Sama says, please partake, but don't rush. And you can cook with our rice too. So we consider that entire rice become a Goshinmai, the sacred rice. And when you have sick, you partake. Or when you're healthy, you can partake too. Sometimes somebody got the sick, and you put the Goshinmai under the pillow. So feel Goshinmai, the Kami-sama's blessing all the time. And white paper, this white paper considered sacred too. So after you take the rice and you partake the white paper, so we do. You unfold and peer into the piece and partake. Not the big piece because of paper, but this is a good paper to melt in water, so you can partake. This one is the Gohonbu one, also good Japanese paper, but depends on the church, because some church cannot use the good Japanese paper, so a little different paper. So you can ask the sensei if you can partake the white paper too. You can cook in the water, boil the water, the rice, and maybe just a piece of the white paper, and when you feel sick or in low energy, you can drink with water. When I was a child, my parents, the cornstarch and the sake, omiki, sake mixed together, and they put the white paper and soak the water, the sake, put on my forehead, and it stick. So when I got fever, my parents put, so it feel like my image like Goshinmai paper stuck to my fever, something like that. And then you can burn it or you can partake if you feel okay. We also put it into the car or purse in the bag. Feel like I have always with Kami-sama blessing, protection when driving, when walking, when getting the car, or getting the bus. So basically, this is a symbol of Kami-sama blessing, love, support, protection, and prayer. So we just need to treat with respect. There's no certain specific way to use, but also founder said use this as like an altar. You put it into the home altar, which put on the shelf on the table when you pray to Goshinmai. So this is because the symbol of blessing Kami-sama, we pray to this. Sometimes we put it into the altar, the church altar. When I heard some people collect, some sensei give the members almost every day or whenever they come, and they collect like 1,000 Goshinmai. When they pass away, they ask family members to put it in the casket and cremate together. When you receive Goshinmai, that means you go to church more often, and that's a proof that you come to church, you turn your heart toward Kami-sama, you made the time to come to church, use your time to come to church. So that's also the symbol of effort to practice faith, effort to learn of the Kami-sama. So I heard some church give a certificate like you receive 1,000 Goshinmai, something like that. We don't, but some church does so. So there's a unique way. So whenever you like, please let me know, I give you. We don't sell. Whenever you want, you can receive. Just let me know. So this is Goshinmai. When you read the Konko Mission Hawaii 80th anniversary booklet, one of the Wahia Church friend who went to Afghanistan or Iraq as a soldier, and he got stabbed 2 times. And one in the arm and one in the back. So he received the Goshinmai from Sensei, and he put the white paper on arm, so he was good. But he was not able to put the Goshinmai in the back. So he told us that there's a scar. So he said the Goshinmai works really good. He's not a member, but he knows Konko-kyo. He likes Konko-kyo. He's a good friend. He's like a church. Some sensei gave, it's a long time ago the story, but the sensei gave the new members, and he didn't know how to treat the Goshinmai. He just folded and put in the pocket. And then that night, he felt like a sore back, lower back pain, very, very bad pain. And I don't know why. And they called his friend, who a devoted member of the church. And the devoted church member said, I forgot to tell you, you shouldn't fold. So you unfold and nicely, and the pain gone. Because this shape is like a head and a toe. You felt a fold, the back right over here. So we have to treat this nicely. There's a many story that when people went to the war and got shoot, but he was okay. When look at the Goshinmai, there's like a burn. When some people mother partake the Goshinmai, she was pregnant and then she delivered a baby. The baby holds the Goshinmai. Some kind of story I heard. There's many stories about regarding the Goshinmai. Goshinmai is very powerful, like a medicine, but it's up to us how to partake. So I gave my son and myself, my wife every day, either the rice, or if I run out of rice, I tear the piece of the paper and give it to my son, my wife, myself. And I think it's partaking, coming some blessing in the body. So that's Goshinmai. Do you have any questions about Goshinmai? You can just ask me whenever. And I know there's a many story that church members experience. I think Dennis's friend's story is interesting too. The hiccup, his friend couldn't stop, but even though he's not a member, gave it Goshinmai and stopped, or something like that. You can share later on. But I'd like to stop today. Thank you very much. Let's sing a song, Chinese Song Light. Oh, wait, I have an announcement. I'm sorry. So Konko Mission Hawaii received collecting the offering to Gohombu. It's not easy to make an offering to Gohombu headquarters. So other teammates collect money, and the Gohombu headquarters celebrate the Konko Independence, Establishment Service in November 15. So by that time, we'd like to make a wire transfer to Gohombu. So KMH, Konko Mission Hawaii, accept the offering to Gohombu by October 31st. Please make sure Konko Mission Hawaii and put the offering to Gohombu headquarters. And we deposited the Konko Mission Hawaii account and they made a wire transfer later on to Gohombu headquarters. But because of COVID-19, cannot have it. And there's nothing, only they have a service in Gohombu, but we cannot attend. So Konko KMA want to have a Zoom gathering, it's called Yatsunabi gathering, to celebrate Konko-kyo birthday. November 15th considered Konko-kyo birthday when founder received the Rikyo Shinden. Kami-sama asked Konko-sama to help people. So that's Yatsunabi gathering, 5 p.m. Hawaii time, an hour and a half program. We'd like to invite Japan, KCNA too, but it's like a celebrate gathering. You just enjoy, be together, other Konko members in Hawaii, Japan, KCNA, hopefully like Brazil, in Korea. But depending on the time difference, we don't know how many people can join. But at least we have some kind of gathering to celebrate Konko-kyo establishment. And that's all. Okay. Thank you very much. So let's sing a song, Chinese Song Light. Please write if you're able. Thank you. Thank you, Gilbert.
With a heart caught up in doubt and worry, I face my life every morning, wanting to shine, but somehow holding back joy and fear. flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. When I'm down and ready to surrender, when times are hard and it seems so dark, just knowing each day that I'm never on my own gives me strength and courage to try harder. Holding hands with my friends standing by my side, swinging arms together we will walk to the shining, shimmering, brilliant light, flowing from a path that never ends. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives. Instead of losing hope or fearing what's ahead, let's keep on moving forward with our heads held high. For we are all living in a world that embraces you and me with its love, supported by the prayers of those who care for us. We're never alone in our lives.
Okay, thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you, Gabriel. So I have this. If you like some I have extra. So if you like to have, this is kind of small. You have to fold the Goshinmai a little bit. I mean the envelope to put in. So now I'm gonna wrap up and go to what's church. I think one more person can teach the part if you like. Please let me know. Thank you very much. Thank you.